Can you share with us how did you actually end up in the boys' home?
When I was about 14-15 years old, I started to mix with the wrong company.
I see.
Usually I wouldn't go home because my home is so boring that I wouldn't even want to step into it. Usually home is just a term whereby it's a place I go back to sleep.
I see.
And morning wake up, that's all. So usually I won't be home. There's seldom anyone to care about me, concern about me, talk to me. So I'll just go home, watch TV and sleep. So instead of doing that, I actually mix around in the street with my friends, which I would say now is that it's quite a bad company. So we will always hang around doing crap stuff. Yeah. So after that, there was one day when eventually all things end. When I was finally caught for rioting. Yeah. I was charged for rioting in court.
Okay.
Yeah. During the process of being charged in court, there was quite a few hearings. I was placed under a remand prison for 3 whole months. So during that 3 months, it was the darkest moment of my life. Yeah. It was like you were kept in a room, a very small room for 23 hours a day. So with a book and nothing else. So it's like we had a lot of time to think. It was during that process that I actually went through a lot of part of my life and eventually got through a lot of things. Yeah. Then after that I was sent to hostel or home. Yeah.
Why do you end up with mixing with the your so-called wrong group of people?
Since young I was quite a rebellious kid. So I wouldn't have those like express kind of students, those good boys type. So I was always hanging out with people who are quite rebellious, same as me.
I see.
So when it comes to school, I was quite notorious in school. There's time where we try to actually mix with those study type of people but in the end it's quite hard to switch to theirs because when they heard of our background, like we were from this gang or that gang, or we are quite gangster in school, quite notorious in school, they will tend to shoo us around.
I see.
So instead of getting humiliated by them, we will intend to just cling on to our own group.
Okay. So is there anything or any significant event that happened that caused you to want to change? Yeah.
I think it was my 3 months time in prison. I spent 3 months in prison.
Okay.
So I was always put alone in a cell and with a book or something. It was during those dark moments that it really make one person think a lot.
I see.
Because you'll be spending 23 hours in your cell doing nothing, either reading or thinking. So it's during that moment that I always look back to my past. So I revise everything, every chapter of my single life, and I was like damn regretful at that time. It was totally very regretful. Very hard to describe that feeling. So it's that moment that actually made me want to change for the good. And also my brother rescue that helped me want to change.
What did your brother do?
He actually hired a lawyer for me to fight my case. Not fight, actually to plead for lighter charge, which in the end turns out well.
I understand that you have some tattoos on your body. Do you feel that when people see that you have tattoos, they tend to look at you from a different angle?
Definitely. There was once where I was sending an order. I worked as a delivery boy also once. So I was sending an order. So this auntie actually took the lift up with me. So when she left the lift, she was like taking a peek at me all the time, see whether I'm following her. Afraid that I may be a bad guy trying to rob her or something. So this society is that when people see so much tattoo, they'll tend to keep on glare at you. They will think that you are quite jialat, don't know how to survive in this society.
But how do you take that? How do you overcome?
I will just shoot away all their glare, their comment, and think that I can be more successful than them if I were to choose my path correctly in the past.
Have you faced any difficulties in finding a job because you have tattoos on your body?
Definitely. Because usually when I go to work, I have to wear long sleeve. So it can be quite a difficult job, especially in Singapore. In Singapore, the weather can be quite hot. So usually when I went to interview, there are few questions. And whenever the interviewer saw your tattoo, they were it's quite a big straight X to your face. A straight no.
I see. So does that hinder your process of trying to change and trying to
it will not affect how I want to change lah, but it will only affect my path in doing a lot of things lah. Yeah, but I always tell myself don't regret lah, just move forward.
Can you tell us what you are doing now?
I'm now currently serving NS in the army.
What plans do you have for the future?
I intend to make up for my lost time because I lost quite a few years during my my hooligans days. So now I'm trying to make up for those lost years to go and study. I plan to pursue my diploma in aerospace.
I see. So, if you have to take a diploma, you have taken your O-level. Can you share with us how did you take your O-level?
I took my O-level in my rehabilitation praise. It's like my last year of rehabilitation. But during that praise, before that I also took N-level in my rehabilitation praise also.
I see. Yeah. So you were actually given the opportunities to study during your rehabilitation days? Yes.
During my days in the homes, right, we were given the opportunities either to work or study. But instead of just going to work and achieving nothing, I chose to study.